Terry's back here again with another episode of Stormbound. And if you guys haven't seen this game, I highly recommend checking out some of the other videos. But we're essentially building decks and rushing to destroy the opponent's base. We are in the Winter Pact campaign, and I'm just going to dive right in. But our deck is pretty strong. We are a combination between neutral and swarms, and you cannot mix factions. I'm learning that right now. But I'm just going to go ahead and drop my Mindless Horde over here because that seems like a good play. I'm going to cycle Heroic Soldiers and just kind of get through some of the cards and rotate a little bit. I mean, it probably was okay to keep it in there, but I'm really happy to have Obliterators and Conflicted Drakes here. So I'm going to drop my Conflicted Drakes right there. Uh, I could push it up a little bit further, but I'm not going to. I just want to see what happens, get some board control. So we're going to go and cycle. I'm going to cycle through Stormblades, I think, because what I'm noticing is their cards are just stronger versus the Swarm, and they just don't play as many cards in one turn. When played with at least 3 surrounding enemies, deal 2 damage with them. Okay. So don't have to worry about them too much right now. I'm going to cycle that, see what we get. All right, I'll hold on to that and kind of wait. Let's go ahead and execute that. That's just going to trade 4 mana for 4 damage. So let's do that, reduce them a little bit. Okay, so they're dropping some really strong cards right there. This turn I've got my Obliterator, so let's see. I am actually going to cycle my Warfront because I just want to see if we got anything that does a little bit more damage. We'll do Obliterators right here and go ahead and move them up. Let them do what they came to do. Alright, so they're going to play their Fel Flares. No problem, no problem. And I have the option. So what I would really love to do is be able to play like Fel Flares and Call of Aid, but that's not going to happen this turn. What I'm going to do instead is put my Veterans over here because I do want to be able to play that Call of Aid or Call for Aid in another turn or so. And so we just want to have control kind of in the middle of the board. All right, so they're just going to freeze us right there. Okay, okay. So if I do this, I'll destroy that unit right there. And I'm actually going to pass on this right now and see what else we get. And so, yeah, let's actually play this back here because I do want to play Call of Aid next turn, and I want to have room around it, and I want to save the execution as well because I think I'm gonna need to use that in order to. Okay, so they're gonna wipe out that one unit. Yeah, so board control. This is definitely getting tougher, guys. So I think right now what I want to do is try to push this up really, really far, really, really fast. So I'm just going to do Call of Aid here and see if we can just kind of sprint for the finish. I will keep Execution and Conflicted Drakes. I think Conflicted Drakes on the left will be really strong. Execution, I'm probably going to need to thin out that 10 unit horde of whatever this stuff is over here, the calming spirits. Yeah, and so they're playing defense now. Okay, yeah. Definitely playing defense, right? So what'd be really, really nice this next turn is going to be if we can get our obliterators. So I'm gonna cycle. Let's see. So we got 10 mana. So I'm gonna cycle that because, yeah. So this is actually really good for this turn. Um, I will play. I'm just actually going to play these 3 cards because what I'm really trying to do is cycle really, really fast and get to my obliterators because I think I can maintain enough board control so that, yeah, I'll just hit them with 4 damage, the 5 damage with the obliterators whenever I get a chance. So if they don't defend this fully and can't block the 4 damage that's coming in, then I'm just going to crush them this next turn. Yeah, and so they weren't able to defend against that big stack in the middle that's coming up. Their units are just a little bit too slow, and we were able to finish them off. I don't know if how that would have done if it took a couple more rounds, but I think we had a pretty good strategy. We had a backup plan. I'm not sure what would happen if they eliminated that big stack and pushed my line back, because then the obliterators would not have been so good. But all in all, okay. I think that's a solid finish. So here are some of the cards that we're picking up. Frozen Core is a 5 cost for at the start of your turn, gain 2 mana. So that could be really strong. If you drop it on turn 5, you're going to be 2 mana ahead on turn 6. So you can have 9 mana. That's pretty good. So yeah, that was a little bit tougher. I felt like they were starting to get ahead. I'm not sure if the Blade Storm is working out as well against these particular units. I'd be curious, yeah, if we could level it up to 2, that would make it really, really powerful. So something for me to keep an eye on in the future. But in the meantime, it might be worthwhile to sub that out for something a little bit more effective in this current stage, in this current chapter, because I do have a feeling they're just going to come back with stronger and stronger units, and it might even be worthwhile to pick up the Broken Truce. I'm not sure. We'll just kind of play around with this, but I'm actually gonna leave it in. The last time, that last round, Stormblade could have worked out really, really well. We just were at 10 mana, and I wanted to use 3 cards to make sure we get obliterators in the next rotation. So that was the decision making there. But all in all, I felt really good about that one. Let's keep going. We're going to get into the next campaign in the next video. But if you guys enjoying this series, please leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys are enjoying. If you don't, let me know too. We'll find something else that you guys are loving. But I'm enjoying this. I'm going to play a lot more Stormbounds. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this series as well. You can find the game link in the description down below. You can download it, play it on mobile. It's a fantastic game. And as always, like and share, subscribe. Until next time, take care, and God bless.